Say what you will about this year's Olympics, it was the most entertaining one yet. There was drama, there was memes, there were father figures and dummy mommies. What more can a guy ask for? So let's just do a rundown of all of these dumb and controversial moments from the Olympics, and I'm gonna give them a medal based on their entertainment value. Let's open with the opening. So many people lost their minds when they thought the Olympic opening ceremony was making fun of Christians.
Controversy sparks as Christians get angry at drag queens and dancers who recreated a scene from the Last Supper.
This controversy got every attention seeker out on the streets. Every attention seeker like, wait, am I reading this right? Andrew Tate?
This is the Last Supper. This is everything holy about Christianity. And we say absolutely nothing about it and say, oh, you cannot even complain.
Oh, this is disgusting. These guys are human traffickers. And they couldn't even get one of their girls with a nice arts and crafts skills to build them a better sign. Oh, this is so damaging for their brand, honestly. You know what? I am never buying a lady from these dudes. Turns out, this tableau wasn't even an interpretation of the Last Supper. It was meant to be an interpretation of a Greek god teaching us about the absurdity of violence between human beings. Honestly, my question is, if they wanted to teach us about how absurd violence is, why did they cast the most punchable guy in France as Dionysus? I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy looks like the Avatar's drug dealer. He looks like Marie Antoinette's life coach. He looks like he would sue the sky for copyright infringement. God is dead and we killed him. But the attention seekers brought him back for one more dumb controversy. But it was kinda entertaining though, so I award this controversy a bronze medal. Let's move on to the most memed people in the Olympics, the shooters. First, we had the Dommy Mommy Korean girl. And then they hit us with the daddy dearest Turkish man. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we get the absolute legend, the backwards guy. I was so blown away by this guy, I sent it to all of my friends. But then it turns out it was fake. This is all just a Photoshop image. And when my friends found out, they said they were never gonna talk to me again. I was shook. I thought I lost all of my friends. Both of them. But then I realized my mom has to talk to me at some point. You know, she doesn't have a choice. And my grandma's gonna die soon anyway, so it's not that much of a loss. Either way, it was a roller coaster ride. Can we talk about this Korean shooter girl? She wears a cool eye thing and she gets a photo shoot. I do the same thing and I get asked if I can read the last line. N-I-G-G. But honestly, she wasn't really that cool. Most of the time, she just looks like she's disappointed in the joke I just cracked. Hey babe, did you hear? Water died. It will be Miss...
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
All of this was so innocent and plain fun. I loved it. I'm giving this story the silver medal. The most divisive story to come out of the Olympics was about the female boxer Imane Khalif. Like, she punched her opponent so hard that she started crying. And to cover it up, she had to be like, oh, I was beaten by a dude. This lady came out crying like, oh, sisters, I shed these tears not because I couldn't take a punch in a combat sport. I shed these tears because I couldn't stop the relentless march of the patriarchy. Come on, girl, this is just bad sportsmanship. You know, this is the kind of girl who would lose at chess and call it a game of luck. Let's just dig into the argument for a second. Everybody lost their mind because they thought Imane Khalif was a trans woman. Like, she changed her body chemically to get an advantage in boxing. Which would be troubling if true. She is not trans, she was just born that way, she's intersex. That just means she's got some extra testosterone floating around which makes her bones strong or something. Ladies, stop complaining and just drink a glass of Horlicks before fighting her. Okay, you're even now.
Choose Horlicks Women's Plus. It has 100% calcium and vitamin D, which helps up bone strength.
What bothers me the most about this debate is that almost all elite athletes are genetic freaks. That's what makes them elite. Okay, do you think it's just a coincidence that people are googling if 6'3" is too short to be in the NBA? You know what? 6'3" would make you the king of Tinder. But they wouldn't even let you audition for the NBA if you're that tall. Is that what sports do? Do they audition? I don't know. I've never played a sport in my life. Don't you think it's kind of weird that the most dominant athlete in the Olympic history, Michael Phelps, has arms so much more larger than an average dude? Honestly, those arms are freaky long, boy. They're so long that this is an anatomically accurate representation of how Michael Phelps pleasures himself. If we start eliminating athletes based on their genetic advantages, you know that in the pole vaulting event, we'll have to eliminate everyone with a small pole vault. If you know what I mean. You know who cleared this jump? Do you know who cleared this jump? Everybody who was genetically blessed with a small pocket racket. We all know a man has no control over the size of his cue stick. So why should the ones with a well-endowed wobbling wicket compete against the genetic freaks packing a small, tiny, whiny participation trophy? Hey, that didn't even make any sense. Participation trophy? People are understanding biology, dominating the news cycle. You know what? I'm just gonna give it a participation trophy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Did you know they're breakdancing in the Olympics now? Why are they breakdancing in the Olympics? It doesn't make any sense. Olympics is a sporting event. Breakdancing, as the name suggests, is a dancing event. Having breakdancing in the Olympics is like having a DJ booth in the library. Nobody expected it to be there. It does not fit the vibe, and it stopped being cool in the early 2010s.
Rachel Gunn, the B-girl from Australia, failed to score a single point.
Too bad they're not judging her on memeability, because then you know my girl would have gotten a 69. Nice!
Raygun actually has a PhD in breakdance.
She has a PhD in breakdancing? What was her thesis on? Dancing like no one's watching? I love this girl. You know what? Maybe she doesn't have moves. You know what she does have? Heart and courage. And that's what matters in the real world. And for that, I am awarding the breakdancer the gold medal. This year's Olympics attracted a lot of eyeballs. And where there's eyeballs, there's someone trying to be an influencer. And the lady that capitalized the most on her 15 minutes of fame was this Italian gymnast who struck a brand deal with Parmesan cheese. Who made this go viral? Like, who asked for this? And you know what's infuriating? I looked into it. Turns out one of these Parmesan cheese wheels cost like $1 lakh. Yeah, $1 lakh for each one of these wheels. Except the one that she's sitting on. Yeah, they sold that for $5 lakhs. And you know that your boy spent all of his life savings to get himself a piece of the cheese. Alright, yeah baby. Let's taste test this. You ready? You ready? I've been waiting for this moment. Alright, let's go. Kinda sweet, kinda nutty, kinda like acidic overtop. Help? It's hair! It's hair! Now that's what I paid for. That's some gourmet shit. I'm gonna give this a Michelin star. Mamma mia! And now that the Olympics are over, we have to wait for 4 more years to see which dude can run the fastest. I mean, why are people dedicating their entire lives to running fast? Do they not know we invented cars? It was so dumb.